I have to ask Gareth. My understanding is that's actually the first time you've seen it from start to finish.
It is, yeah.
What did you think?
I was sitting by my friend Susan over there, and she was so grossed out. Yeah, yeah. Some of that moment you're off to see a movie, you're a bit like sort of in another place headwise, and I forgot it was me, which I suppose is a good thing. yeah. I started to feel for poor old Jacob, winding up a bit. Yeah, awesome job, guys. Yeah, we had a great film. It was 2 years ago. We shot that, and we had a really good time. And I knew it was going to be. I knew the story, the concept was really good. But you really have a hell of a product.
It was a lot. I mean, we shot it 2 years ago. Mike was editing. We were editing it for over a year. It took a lot. We had a lot of footage. That was left with the cutting room floor. But we just wanted to tell a heartbreaking story, and hopefully that came across. We wanted to sort of deconstruct the zombie film. You know, there's a lot of them out there, and most in found footage, especially, I think people have a certain perception of. We wanted to do something way different, and you know, there's some people are gonna love it, and some people are gonna hate it, and we loved it. So we loved making it.
So do you have any questions for the crew?
Oh yeah.
We shot. We had a family friend. Their family were like homesteaders in Colorado, so they allowed us. That was really why we shot in Colorado at 10,000 feet, like Gareth's up on the mountain. Like I think the entire crew. We didn't shoot for like almost an hour. Everyone was taking selfies. They were climbing the rocks or something no one had ever seen. They were amazing. We asked all these people from LA. Gareth flew 26 hours to Colorado. We brought a crew from LA. Our sound guy who we never met came from Santa Fe, from New Mexico. I mean, so we were kind of this ragtag team on this mountain. But you know, the hardest part was the logistics.
Well, I would say the toilets and showers were pretty tough.
Yeah, for 2-3 weeks. We had a company actually donate porta johns. We literally had an outhouse and a generator at the house. We lived at that cabin. That was our
gas generator.
And so we could only run power for like 4 hours a day. So food was a challenge. We would cook. We would take
From the town, we make cars craft service for just bring it up about 9,000 feet.
It was cold. I think that was the other thing I was ready.
In the mud.
In August.
I remember the guys put me up in a slightly cushier ranch. just out of the way. Just out of the way, yeah, with plenty of electricity and a games room and whatnot. So thanks
We were roughing it.
Yeah. I remember going up, it was an early start one morning. the frost on the window, you could literally write your name on the inside of the window. So
It was brutal. There is video of me having a freak out at 35 degrees inside. We had like a pop-up camper, and I just wasn't. I mean, we wrote an outdoorsy movie, but I realized I wasn't that much of an outdoorsy. So it definitely had its challenges.
And I had to unpack the bandana before in prep. I bought all my survival gear, all the stuff that Jake was listing from his bag and stuff that I got for myself just as I literally go about 2 miles out into the Welsh wilderness and pretend to be incredibly lost. And I sent you some footage, some ideas of what Jacob might be like, and hopefully we were all on the same page.
Across there, we had fun making it. The logistics were definitely a challenge.
All right, so the film was funded on Kickstarter, which is gaining a lot of traction with creatives. But what was daunting about that? I mean, I've heard positives and negatives about Kickstarter. And how do you rise above the fray? I mean, everybody and their grandmother is trying to get stuff funded.
I would say, well, we failed at our first Kickstarter, so we kind of learned that we needed.
We lose it all.
Yeah. Kickstarter, you lose everything if you don't make results. So the first time around, we failed at it, and we realized.
It was just us two.
Yeah, we needed more than just
Gareth wasn't involved.
Yeah. You needed like a team of people that saw your vision, that would come together and kind of sell out.
Shameless.
shameless
Have to be
salesman
shameless.
for 30 days on Kickstarter to every social media site possible.
To achieve a dream. So there are people who want to make their own projects, just do it and don't care what the results are, because no one else is going to care as much as you guys. So, just be shameless, and you've got to go for it. I mean, Gareth and I met actually at a Comic-Con in 2012. I made a short film, and I never met Gareth, and we just kind of hit it off. And just like things kind of align. So you just need some luck too.
All right, well, I have a question for the audience to see who's going to pick up on this. And my understanding is there might be a prize or two involved. So
A couple things.
there's a few John Carpenter references in the movie. Obviously, somebody's picked up on it.
So do we.
So, did anybody pick up on any specific ones? Karen, you're disappointing me. Yeah, you're disappointing me. Yeah, but you're still disappointing me. Nobody? Nobody at all?
They are very solid.
They are.
Do you have them, Karen? Can you pick up one at least for us?
Yeah, no pressure, no pressure.
That's the idea. Go ahead, guys.
Oh, the references?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, all right, so the couple in the barn, Jim and Carrie Tate, they're named after the parents, the friends in Halloween.
Yeah, parents.
The parents in Halloween. Dark Star, it was John Carpenter's first student film, which was his first, so that was kind of our homage to our first film, was to give it, and it made sense, because if you haven't seen Dark Star, it started as a student film in like '73, and it's about a spaceship, a crew in space who get abandoned, they're alone. So it's kind of '70s, but that was a pretty good one.
He had his speech to his wife.
Yep.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
solid reference.
Yo, at the first time when he records to the camera, that's the opening to The Fog. I remember we thought of that on the spot. We were like, how do we make this, let's make this cool.
One last story before.
Yeah, so we sat there on a mountain. The only time I think we actually had internet to actually watch what they were doing, we kind of paid homage in our own way to that. So, there's a lot of subtle movie references. The Farm, for like a second, is called Reedy's Cabin, which is Kurt Russell's name in
Mac Ready.
Yeah. So that was a big reference. So we're big cinephiles, Mike and I. So there's a lot more movie references, a Pontypool reference, if you haven't seen Pontypool, 28 Days Later reference. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff.
So Gareth, you do a lot of this film when you've got a GoPro 8 inches in front of your face. How is that as an actor you're used to having cameras and a boom mic and things like that, but it seems to me like right in front of my face would be really distracting.
But you have to. It took a while to get used to, but the character is obviously used to having. We kind of have the same problem, but after years of doing it, and it's something you get used to. So I just had to keep wearing it until I got used to it. Until it felt like part of my own body. Being out there, because beyond this little box, you've got Colorado Rockies. That's enough of a distraction.
And the Bear Day. Jim, we haven't talked about the bear.
The bear, what bear?
We never talked about the
Wait,
bear.
this isn't a Leo DiCaprio bear story, is it?
When you were finally collapsing, you're like putting the GoPro, your final GoPro on. So we went up, me and the first AD went up, and the cameraman, and it was just the three of us, and someone saw a bear scat, and it was about, 20 yards away. We didn't see the bear at first, so we cleared the area. I ran like 30 yards to get bear spray, which I don't think actually works when a bear is charging you.
We have no insurance.
And no insurance. I mean, it didn't work for Leo in the revenue. And then we had a security team, and we called them immediately. We were like, you guys got to get up here. The security team came, and we kept it kind of away from you. Yeah. Rick and his brother Randy, they're armed. It's Colorado, everyone's armed, and they created a perimeter, and they scared the bear away. So before we got up there, we fired shots, and there was no bear.
You should have told me during the shot. You would have got a hell of a fucking reaction.
We didn't want the bear to come by, or at least it was a cub, so we didn't want the mama bear.
Yeah.
They never came by. Nothing ever came by, actually. I guess there was a lot of us.
Yeah, we're lucky.
Lots of trash.
Any questions so far? Right here.
Did you like while you were on set, you guys want to like random goofy like prank something together?
Something happened in the feeding scene. Rory, yeah. Because did anyone notice Rory, Adam's character, Adam strategically placed as a zombie here and there. Right. He's there in the feeding when Jacob goes to feed. Adam's there, and what did he say to me? He looked at me and said something like,
But what happened was there were a lot of bees because we sprayed the air with fake blood and it's all sugar. So like these bees came out with a young girl. She was maybe 12, and she was having a little bit of a tough time. And we didn't want to keep her there any longer because they just started to come out. So we were about to roll, and I didn't know what Adam was going to do. So like one more take, and I was in full directing mode. We're like, all right, I'm really serious. I set everything up. He goes down, and Rory is just like, Jacob Fitz? He just totally breaks character. Jacob Fitz? And everyone's rooting, and the girl was not too happy. No. It was pretty run and gun shoot. There was not a lot of time for pranks.
guerrilla filmmaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here.
This is for Michael and Gareth. How did you guys come up with the concept for this story?
Rob really kind of thought of the film as a whole at first. I mean, our background is reality TV. Rob works in reality TV for the most part. So doing something at the level we were at, if the monetary level that we could bring in, we thought what would be the best kind of idea that we could control. And with the cameras, Rob had the idea of doing these GoPro cameras, but with that in mind, I think it kind of set forth a story that we could get behind, that we know that we could accomplish.
Yeah, it was different. It was just, again, with the amount of zombie films out there in 2012, there's much more than are now popular. The Walking Dead. So we were like, okay, let's tell more of an intimate story. Let's do something that focuses on what it actually would be.
For the first one.
Yeah, because Jacob never actually fully understands what is happening in the world, let alone what's happening to himself. So